Daniel chapter 12, and I want to read verse 1. Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1. It says, at that time, incidentally, let me give you a little bit of context before I finish reading this. If you read the previous verses, it talks about the king of the north. The king of the north represents the papacy. It's the same thing as the little horn, the beast, the man of sin, the harlot, the abomination of desolation, the Antichrist. All are names of this system, different names given in different contexts. And so it says there in the previous verses, Daniel 11:44 and 45, that the king of the north will go out with the intention of destroying and slaying God's people. It's the same as Revelation 13, where it says that a death decree is given against God's people. People will not be able to buy or sell, and those who do not worship the image of the beast will be what? Will be killed. So those two texts are to be studied together. So it says here, at that time, when the king of the north goes out to destroy God's people, Michael shall stand up. Now the question is, what does that mean? Michael shall stand up. Well, we need to go to Daniel 11 and verses 2 and 3, where the identical expression is used. Daniel chapter 11 and verses 2 and 3. It says there, and now I will tell you the truth. Behold, 3 more kings will arise in Persia. Now, unfortunately, the translation doesn't reflect the fact that it's the same word. In other words, the word arise that is used here in Daniel 11 verse 2 is the same identical word stand up that is used in Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1. So what does this mean when it says 3 more kings will arise in Persia? It means that 3 more kings are going to rule in Persia, right? 3 more kings are going to reign in Persia. Now let's continue reading. And the 4th shall be far richer than them all. By his strength, through his riches, he shall stir up all against the realm of Greece. Then a mighty king shall arise. There's the same expression. A mighty king shall stand up. What does that mean? It means he's going to begin to what? He's going to begin to rule or to reign. And that's what it says. Who shall rule with great dominion and do according to his will? So the question is, what does it mean that Michael will stand up? Michael is whom? Jesus Christ. Who is like God is the name of the word, of the name Michael. So what does it mean for Michael to stand up? It means that Jesus is going to begin to what? He's going to begin to reign or rule. Why? Because probation is just closed and his kingdom is what? His kingdom is made up. Are you following me or not? His kingdom is made up because the judgment has finished. Now he's going to stand up, which means he's going to begin to rule over his kingdom, which has been established during the investigative judgment.
Wow. Wow. Like, what a take. Now, we're going to be doing a deep dive on the SDA teaching on Michael the Archangel in a couple weeks, so I will save some of this until then. But with regards to Daniel 12:1, Michael shall arise. He pointed to Daniel 11:2 through 3 to say it talks about a king arising, which is pointing to Jesus. And he said, when this happens is when Jesus what? He will begin to rule. Mr. Board, this is completely backwards. That's why I face palmed. This is the subtle spin that SDA theology does, folks. It is very close to the truth, but subtly twists to fit with the great controversy worldview. Kings do not begin to reign, sir, when they stand up. They reign from on their throne. Again, the text does not say that when this king arises, it means he will begin to reign. He's already on the throne, which means he's already reigning at that point. And if you watched part 1, folks, we looked at this and why understanding that Daniel 7 is referring to the ascension is so important.
And it says this, and at that time Michael shall stand up. Question, what does this word stand up mean? Has anybody ever considered what it means to stand up?
Let's see what Daniel says about that.
You know what? That's a great place. If you want to understand what a term means, it's good to see it in the same book. by the same author. What's the verse you're thinking of?
Daniel 8:22.
Let's look at that. So when we see the first time standing up is being used, it says, now that being broken, whereas four stood up for it, four kingdoms shall stand up out of the nation, but not in his own power. When we see that this term stand up is being used, we are seeing that one kingdom, or, Eric is right on it. One person is now taking over the kingdom. As a matter of fact, closer to Daniel chapter 12, it says this. Also in the first year of Darius the Mede, even I stood to confirm and strengthen him. And now I will show you the truth. Behold, there shall stand up yet 3 kings in Persia, and the fourth shall be far richer than they all, and by his strength through his riches he shall stir up all against the realm of Greece. So when we see the term stand up, we see another king standing in the place. Verse 3, and the mighty king shall stand up, that shall rule with great dominion and do according to his will. And when he shall stand up, his kingdom shall be broken and shall be divided toward the 4 winds of heaven, and not to his posterity, nor according to his dominion, which he ruled, for his kingdom shall be plucked up even for others besides those. Here's another one. But out of a branch of her roots shall one stand up, and his estate, which shall come in with an army, and shall enter into the fortress of the king of the north, and shall deal against him and prevail. Every time we're seeing this term stand up, we're seeing a new king take over. A new king take over. Then shall stand up, this is verse 20, in his estate, a raiser of taxes in the glory of the kingdom. But within a few days he shall be destroyed, neither in anger nor in battle. So we're seeing every time the term stand up, it means that the person standing up is the new king. Is the new what?
King. The new king.
So now, at the time of the end, shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which stands for the children of your people. So, people who say that Michael is not Jesus Christ, you have some explaining to do. Because how are you going to explain to me that Michael is becoming the new king in the last days?
Wow.
What angel?
How are you going to explain to me?
What
How are you
angel?
going to
like blasphemy?
How are you going to explain to me?
Come on, preacher. Come on. My God.
And the Bible makes it very clear. Revelation, Daniel chapter 2 makes it very clear that it's God's kingdom that's going to be. As a matter of fact, let's read it. Daniel chapter 7, verses 13 and 14. Here it is here. It says, I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. And there was given him dominion, given Jesus, the Son of Man, dominion and glory, and what?
Oh, jeez.
And a kingdom that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. Jesus is the one who stands up in the last days. Revelation 11, verse 15, and the 7 angels sounded, and there were great voices in heaven saying, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of Michael.
Ah, my God. My God.
Our Lord, and of his Christ.
My God.
And he shall reign forever and ever. So you're just going to have to explain this to me, how it is that Michael is going to be standing up if Michael is not Jesus Christ, the great prince that stands for his people.
Kings do not begin to reign, sir, when they stand up. They reign from on their throne. Again, the text does not say that when this king arises, it means he will begin to reign. He's already on the throne, which means he's already reigning at that point.